had my life pretty figured out. I was doing a lot of things that I really love and appreciate. I was working in a school, I was teaching ancient craft. Like, my life project was very beautiful until my body just crumbled up on me, and I ended up in a hospital a few times, really, really close to death. I had a few near-death experiences, and then the doctors couldn't really figure out what I really had, and they kept sending me to another doctor and another doctor, to some higher ranked doctor, until they figured out I have some really crazy genetic disease that is not exactly curable, and they didn't even have a suggestion of what to do with me. I just figured out I just couldn't stay there, and I had to go to Brazil. I had the calling to go to Brazil since I was 5, but actually I was scared to go there, because I knew that there's something really deeply connected with my soul there that I would find. It was kind of a romantic thought, but anyway, I took the courage and I left everything, and I went on a journey. At that point of my life, I was sure I'm really close to death, and I might even go to Brazil and die somewhere out there in the deep Amazonian forest. In the end of my journey, I was going back, and I was not feeling so great, and I was kind of scared again. I was kind of willing to give another chance to the Western medicine. I was praying the prayer of Saint Michael as the plane was going up, and then this really beautiful woman sat right next to me, and she waited until I finished the prayer, and she started talking to me, and we fell in love immediately, you know, like we were best friends for all these ages, like she was my sister, and we ended up talking for hours and hours. The plane was shaking like crazy, and I take many flights. But this was something special. It was so special that even I got scared. But the woman next to me, she was really terrified of the flight, and she was really scared for her children at home. So she held my hand and she leaned on my shoulder, and I ended up singing songs to her ear. Songs for Oshun, for Orishas, for Saint Michael. And she was crying. She was saying, "Wow, you're saving me. You're really helping me out here, because I'm really scared of flights." In the end of the journey, we found out that we both were musicians, and that she was she gave me her CDs. I actually didn't know who she was, but when I came back and I put the CDs in the car, I realized she was probably the best samba singer in the world. One day, I was planning to go to Brazil, and we were excited to meet. And she was making a show in Salvador. It was maybe a month away from the show. And she said to me, "I want you to translate this old prayer for this ancient water goddess, the deep, sweet water goddess called Nanaboke." And most of it's a song in Portuguese, but it has African roots, so most of the song is in Yoruba language, which mostly I don't know. I wouldn't know how to interpret the words. And I told her, "Mari, you're crazy. I don't understand 70% of the words in this song. You will have to help me." She said, "No, you will manage." Then I went to sleep, and the song woke me up at night, and I basically I channeled the whole words in Hebrew before I knew the meaning. And I recorded it and I sent it to her. And when she woke up, she received it and she was like, wow, this is so beautiful. Not that she understands any Hebrew, but then she interpreted the words for me, and it was so precise, I was in shock. Then she invited me to sing with her in Salvador. I'm really a beginner artist, and that was the second show of my life. And I got to sing in front of 1,000 people in Bahia, which was my dream.